Welcome to this week's energy reading, this week's general guidance energy reading. I'm Felicity. That was a interesting beginning to one of my videos, but hey, we're just gonna roll with it because I cannot be bothered, in all honesty, to press stop and pause it. You know what? We're just gonna let it flow. We're gonna let it roll. So welcome. This is going to be the full week ahead. We're going to see what comes through. I've already got some messages coming through for you guys. Um, First of all, I hope that you're well. This week we have a new moon in Taurus. Magical, magical. And one thing I will say about that is I'm really looking forward to the energy that is brewing and approaching for this new moon. Um, we also, just this week, oh, okay. This week. What is coming through here for this week is that there is a time. There is a, okay. Oh, interesting. I'm hearing that there is a time and place for where you will finally let go. There is a time and place for where you will finally let go. This can be that because you've been holding on to something, okay? This could be something from the past, something just recent, even like in recent times, or holding on to something that you wanted in the future. And there's this acceptance coming around said thing. It's an acceptance coming around what you saw for yourself in the future, and acceptance coming around for something that's taken place in the past. There's just an acceptance which allows a moving on and a letting go and a detaching from like what you once thought you wanted, if we're talking future over here, or detaching to what just no longer is, okay, from the past. And we're letting go of that, we're detaching from that. So there'll be a time and a place this week. So what I am also getting from this is like make some time. Make some time this week, not to sit down and be like, all right, what do I gotta let go of? What do I gotta release? And like go into the logic of things. No, no, no. What I mean is like take some time out for yourself this week. Take some time out for yourself this week. Allow yourself to just be really allow yourself to spend some time with you. You might want to do a spiritual practice. You might want to just go for a walk in nature. You might want to have a long bath. You might just want to sit in the stillness and the peace and the quiet. It's just finding some time this week just for you. What I'm getting with this is like this just helps something to be let go of. This just helps something to be released. This helps something to be seen clearly. This aha moment, or this I am finally ready to let go of that. I'm finally ready to let go of this future vision I had for myself that I'm now realizing that that's not exactly how it's going to be. That's not exactly what that future vision I had for myself. It's not exactly going to be with that person, or that's not going to exactly be how I wanted it to be. And it's just like letting go of the almost the restrictions I'm hearing that we place on the future, like letting go of those restrictions, because we do that as humans. Where our minds are so beautiful, they're so magical, they're so wonderful, and they're great. Our minds are great, right? But they also get in the way a little bit at times. The mind gets in the way a little bit at times, and it can create stories and we can project those stories and those visions and those ideas onto the future, like all that potential onto the future. And it can just be really limited. And so what's coming through here is like, let's Let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing that. Let's just be in the present and allow it to unfold. This does not mean that you can't take action. This does not mean that you sit back and you do nothing. That's not what it means at all. It's like, but stop projecting what you think, stop projecting with how you think it needs to be and how you think it needs to look, including maybe even like your current reality, okay? Potentially. It's not going to be for everyone. But it's just this acceptance of it just is what it is right now, or that's done, that is what it is, I'll let it go. And then the future stuff, it's just like I'm going to stop trying to dictate how the future needs to look, how the future needs to be, and realize that that's just an illusion because I'm not in the future yet. I can have an idea, I can have a vision, I can have a dream, amazing, perfect, wonderful, but detach from how detach from exactly how that needs to come about. Like, be super open to so many different possibilities. Okay, so many different possibilities. But there's this real like shake, release, heal, move on. Shake, release, heal, move on energy. Okay, and some of you it's just having that time and the place this week to be like, oh, I'm ready to do that. I'm just ready now. Like I feel ready. I feel ready to do that. Okay, what else here? Okay, some of you too, you may have been in a bit of a period where you were maybe a bit more detached from like just what's currently going on. Like you'd like kind of, went really inward, detached from your community, detached from your friends, and just, you had some time to just go through your own healing or whatever it was. And now it's like the message is, okay, now you can like, now that you've processed what you needed to process, now that you allowed yourself that space, now it's like you can start bringing yourself out of the hermit mode and into the commune mode, so communing with your community, communing with your friends, as well. Okay, so there's like two different energies there. It's either like detach the fuck from what you're expecting things to happen, like let that go, detach from the past, just stick to the present and just allow things to unfold. And as you do that, like listen to the intuition, listen to the intuition listen to the intuition in the present moment, okay? Because the intuition is going to give you the answers that will be like, and when I say the answers, I mean it'll give you the steps, it'll give you the action. It will be like, go and do this, go and like pick up that book, go and talk to that person, go to that event. It's go and rest, go and do like whatever it is, like listening to the intuition. That's all you need to do in the present moment, and then allow it's like whatever to come in the future is just it's just going to present itself. That's just it's coming through like that. It's like don't try and put restrictions on like how something needs to unfold and how something needs to look. And then also there's the energy of if you've been in that detachment hermit mode for a while, it's like you're either it's either the message of like it's time to get back out there and start slowly getting back out there, or it's the message of this week you're going to feel that energy. You're going to feel like, yeah, I feel ready. I feel like I'm just now, it's like I've done the shake, the release, the heal, and now I'm ready to move on. That's where I'm at. That time and place, like I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to get back out there. um I'm ready to just let go of all the of all the noise and all the ideas and all the stories and all the projections. I'm ready to let it go and just let things fucking unfold. Okay, because spirit's got a higher plan. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Okay. 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 Let's see. Let's see what comes out here. Okay. Okay, that did come out. So this one came out when I first shuffled, but because of a whole bunch of other stuff came back out, I popped it back in and was like, if that's meant to come out, it'll come out. But we have transformation. Okay, the phoenix rising, and then we have just trust. Just trust. It's like you've been through a big transformation. For some of you, it's going to feel like you've been through a big transformation for like fucking 5 years. But hey, sometimes it takes that long. But it's like you've been through this huge transformation. You've done the phoenix rising. You're on this like new ground, this new earth that feels and looks different, but yet still somehow is the same, which kind of makes you feel like you're in this weird sliding doors moment or this weird like what's going on, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. And it's like just trust. You don't need to know what the next step is going to be. You don't need to know how it's going to come about. You don't need to know you know how you get from here to here. It's just like just trust the process, trust the intuition, just trust, and trust in yourself too, right? Like you're very resilient, you're very strong, you've been through a lot, you've got your back, spirit's got your back too, but it's like you've got your back. It's like you can trust yourself. You can trust yourself to make the right decisions. You can trust yourself to listen to the intuition. You can trust yourself enough to let that shitty thing go, whatever that is. Past person, current person, situation, thing that drags you down, thing that holds you back. It's like you're ready to just let it go, ready to let it go. And you're just like, you can just trust yourself, okay? But as you start to navigate this new ground that you find yourself walking on, it's like just trust it, and trust your senses as well, okay? That's what the mole does. The mole's basically bloody blind. The mole cannot see, right? So it has to trust its other senses. in order to navigate where it's going. So that's the message too. It's just trust. But things are also transforming in your life, okay? But really this feels also on a very personal level. Like you've been through this massive rebirth, this death, this transformation. And some of you, again, I'm going to say it's been feeling like it's been going on forever. And then now it's like time and place is ready. We're ready to let that go. I'm actually, it's like, you know what, too? Some of you though need to claim it. Like you need to take a pause, take the time and the place to take a pause and say to yourself, my transformation, like I'm here. I'm here. I know I'm here. It's done. I know I'm here. The transformation is done. The phoenix, I am the phoenix rising. Here I am. I'm going to claim that. But I'm also going to just trust with where, like, with what's next. Okay. But it's like some of you need to actually claim the fact that you have now rose as the phoenix. Okay. Because otherwise you're going to feel like you're still in this hamster wheel of like this never ending cycles of death and rebirth, death and rebirth, death and rebirth, death and rebirth. Spirit's like, stop. You've been through the death and rebirth so many times. You don't need to go back on that hamster wheel again. Get off. Here you are. You're the phoenix rising. Now just trust that things are going to work out. Trust that things are going to move. Okay. That's what's coming through. Okay. What's going on, please? Sweep ahead. Beautiful. We have the Page of Cups. This is like that really innocent energy. This is the energy of the creator. It's like creating something new, getting new ideas. It's also the energy of a bit of like honesty. Okay. All pages in tarot are, especially the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords, can be very like honest. Okay. There's an integrity there. There's this honesty there. But they can be a little bit naive too. That does come on the side of it with the Page of Cups. But here with this Page of Cups, it's like I'm getting this new surge of creativity coming through. So give yourself the time and place. Give yourself the time and place to allow something creative to drop in, or give yourself the time and place to be creative. Get those creative juices flowing. Get back, like tapping into that creative side of yourself that you know is there. You know it is there, and you can tap back into it, or you can tap actually into it, into this lifetime. But it's like get into that creative flow, but giving yourself the time and the space too to receive like a message for something creative. So it could be like creating a new course or creating a new offer of some sort, being creative in how you do business, or just something in your life as well, just getting creative. Okay, there's so many different ways that this can play out. And I keep doing this with my hand. I'm a hand talker. If you guys have been watching my videos for a long time, you guys know I'm a hand talker, right? Just is what it is. But I keep doing this. And it's like creating, because it's like some of you could even be wanting to create with your hands. So actually doing something like molding, clay. That's the word I'm looking for. Molding clay, and like pottery, just something with your hands as well. But then also in a metaphor, it's like you're the creator. You're creating. And so just trust it. Just trust the process of this creation as you are in that co-collaboration with the divine. Okay, with your, with your soul. It's there. Okay, what else here? But there's a beautiful creative energy coming through. For some of you as well, though, the Page of Cups can represent an apology. So you could be receiving, and this, when I say some, I think it might be maybe just a few. But it's like there's this apology energy. This could even be you having a ceremony with yourself and actually apologizing to yourself, like you apologizing to you. This could be you apologizing to someone else, or this could be someone bringing you an apology that just allows you just to like move on. It's not that you need the apology to move on. I want to be clear on that. You don't. But it's just this thing of like, okay, it is what it is. It's done. I'm just ready to move on. And if you're experiencing something new, okay, potential, it's coming through, as I'm going to say, potential love interest. If you're experiencing something new in that, it's like just trust it and let it transform into what it's meant to transform in. Like don't, if you're in the early stages of dating someone, or you've just met someone, don't go into that that straight away of that like fantasy of the projection of a future life with this person, or like project exactly how you think that they are when you don't even know someone. Okay, so it's like be mindful of that. Be mindful of that when if you're, especially if you're someone, I'm hearing like a lot of Pisces in your chart, or Scorpio even, so there's a potentiality of that. But it's like just be mindful of that, okay, and keep it very grounded and just let it unfold how it's meant to. Okay, all right, let's get one more of these. Page of Swords. Okay, so I literally just talked about the Page of Swords before, and on the bottom we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so there's a lot of page energy showing up here, which means it's fresh energy, it's new energy, it's like young, meaning that it's like fresh. It can be childlike even. But the Page of Swords is that very like clear communication, very honest communication, but it can be a little bit cutthroat, okay? So it's like being mindful not to be like um too like cutthroat, right? Like a little like they don't do it like don't go below the belt is what I'm hearing. Don't go below the belt. It's just not worth it. But some of you, again, you might be receiving some really clear communication from somebody, okay, that is creating like this opportunity to just like let go, like whether it's like letting go of those future predictions you had for yourself, or whether it's like just letting go of something from the past, or letting go from a situation with somebody. So that very well could be some of that communication coming through. What I will say though with the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords is like all about learning, okay? The Page of Swords is a writer. Some of you could even be in the creative sense coming out with the Page of Cups here. You could be writing a book, wanting to write a story, or maybe that's a wish of yours. You're like, I want to write a book. I want to create a tarot deck. I want to create an oracle deck. Like whatever it is, there's some form of writing that comes with this though as well. And it's like, okay, you've got that idea, great, like start doing something with it and just trust the process, just have fun with it is what's coming through. But it's also the Page of Swords is like learning something, okay, so it's the beginning stages of learning something. You might be picking up some new knowledge. You might be really drawn to learn some form of um new like modality, new technique, um like studying something, okay, so going into some form of study with something that like stirs your intellect in such a great way, stirs your intellect in such a great way. Okay, one more tarot. The Knight of Cups. Okay, a lot, again, more creative energy. The Knight of Cups, you know, if we talk about it as like a person, it's a real charmer. So again, just let people show you who they are. Don't try and paint them as something. Okay, let them reveal that to you. Okay, especially if you're in the early stages of dating, or even creating a new friendship or a new work relationship or something. It's like just let people show you who they are. Don't try and project something of how you think they are or how you think they should be or whatever it is. Okay, don't do that. There's a lot of creative energy coming through here. A lot of communication energy, so there very well could be some communication. Let's see here. Okay, I'm hearing moving into new territory, but take it slow. So whatever that is, this could be like, again, we spoke about that transformation, claiming the transformation, and like claiming that, so you get off the hamster wheel of that constant death and rebirth, claiming the transformation. You're on this new earth, this new footing, this new ground, and it's like just like trust it. Okay, trust the process. Don't try to rush it. Just let it just let it unfold, okay, because there is that energy of new beginnings, new territory, but you don't need to rush it, okay, so there is no need to rush. Just explore it, I would say. Explore it. Because we are moving on though, the Six of Swords, okay, we're moving on from that past energy, we're moving on from all the things that do not, and this was flipped over. Okay. Yeah, it's just, look, there's a lot of like I said, a lot of creative energy showing up as well. So when it comes to something creative, it's like create from the heart. Create from the heart. Speak from the heart as well, okay? Speak from the heart. Allow yourself to be vulnerable in connection, but vulnerable with those who actually deserve to hear your story. Vulnerable with those that aren't gonna that you can trust. Like in other words, they're not gonna throw it back in your face. Like it's not, it's not about trauma dumping or just sharing our whole story with just anybody. It's like no, it's like some people deserve to hear our story. Not everyone does. But it's like so if you're in that early stages of meeting someone or talking to someone, just take it very slow. If you have a tendency to like like just tell your whole life story like on like really quickly, even if it's just through like messaging or something with someone. It's just find some steady ground, bring some safety back into the body, and take it slow. It's like, does that person actually really deserve to like hear that story yet? Is that really necessary for me to share that part right now? Is it something actually I really do want to share? You just those kind of questions are coming through here. All right, let's get one card here. Oh, we have love with the rose. We have been talking a bit about that, okay? But then on the bottom, we have stillness. And again, so it's like taking it slow. Now, love here can also be around what is it that you love? Some of you could have that shake, release, heal, move on energy is like moving on from a past love or a past broken heart or just detaching again from those stories that we can very easily project into the future. It's like detaching from that and just being open to the universe to bring in something really magical for you, that is for you, that you may not have thought was like what you had pictured in your mind, right? But it's like, here it is, but it feels that you're like, this isn't how I pictured it, but I can feel the energy of it and the energy feels good. So I hope that makes sense there. Yeah, okay. And then there were two flipped. We have the beloved. So again, there really could be some romance here, new connection that is blossoming, but take it slow. Take it slow. Be mindful with the Knight of Cups, because the Knight of Cups can be like the real charmer. It's a very romantic card, which is beautiful. Can be look, honestly, that how the Knight of Cups is coming through in this particular reading, and for this is just to say, like, just take it slow. Like, don't. There is no need to rush it. And yeah, it's very fresh. It's very new. It's new territory. There's no need to rush it. Now, the new territory, by the way, like I said before, doesn't have to be around love. This could be new territory with this new beginning you find yourself in, this new business venture or restarting something, but it's like restarting something in business, but now it's kind of being done in a different way, but you're still trying to find your footing with this, still trying to figure that out. That's cool. Just trust the process. Trust the process and trust yourself. Trust yourself that you will make the right decisions, that you will listen to the intuition, that you can trust yourself above all else. I do feel as well that through this week, there's going to be if you've been feeling this really uneasy energy and you're not even sure why, like I don't know why I feel so uneasy, don't be surprised if what you're picking up on is collective energy, okay? So just try and bring some like peace into your life. Like how can you bring some peaceful moments into your life? Even if that's just taking a moment of stillness, even if that's doing something as simple as sitting in like being in the bathtub or going for a walk in nature or reading a really like a book that you love or writing a book. So I'm hearing that. Sounds like wanting to write a book or something. That's you. Just take it as your sign to like, yeah, get started, keep going. don't give up. Detach from how you think it needs to like completely unfold and especially down the track, right? That's important. But there's this beautiful peace energy that I feel a lot of us are going to be experiencing this week, whether it's moments of peace or this feeling of expansion and peace, or this feeling of like, I have now come to terms with something and I'm just so like, I actually am ready to let it go. It's not like the mind's like saying I'm ready. It's like the whole body's saying, yes, yes, we are ready to let this go. And it gets let go. And it just feels like, ah, feels peaceful. It feels this real content energy. as well. So this like feeling of contentment, which is beautiful, magical. Okay, I am hearing the grass is green where you water it. So take that if it resonates, leave it if it does not. The grass is green where you water it. I'm hearing that. Hmm. Yeah, and that can even be like if you find yourself going back to the past a lot or thinking about the past a lot, it's like focus on the present and like water what's here now. And that could just be as much as like watering yourself, right? Like watering you, watering your business, watering your home. Obviously on a metaphor level we're all talking here, but it's like it's just water the grass where you are now in the present. Okay. And then what will grow from there in the future, if you water it, nurture it here in the present, what will grow from there in the future will be beautiful and gorgeous. Just let go of the need to know if it's going to be a bloody rose that blooms or if it's going to be a daisy. Okay. Either way, it's going to be beautiful, just might be a little bit different than what you had thought. So detach from the needing to like know of what that is. That makes sense. All right, let's close this out with one more card to close this out, please. Perception. Some of us need to have a look at things from a fresh perspective. Some of us may have even had our head in the sand, like literally their head in the sand and refusing. It's like the fog, the blindfold, they're refusing to see the truth, they're refusing to see how someone really is, to keep like, you know, being like, oh, but they haven't always been like this. Okay, great, but are they like that this now? And this is like a constant theme. You know, it's like just yeah, I'm hearing it. It's like no more excuses. It's just seeing the truth, and then just taking it for what it is, and seeing clearly. And like I'm ready just to let that go. Again, shake, release, heal, move on. Shake, release, heal, move on. That's like coming through. So this perception, some of you too might feel like this transformation isn't happening, it's not happening quick enough, whatever it is. And it's like, get yourself off that damn hamster wheel. You are here. The phoenix rising is here. You have come to the surface, right? You're here. The rainbow, the miracles, they're here. Look around. Get yourself into a state of seeing something, seeing your current reality through a fresh perspective, or seeing something in your life through a fresh perspective, a new lens, a new lens. It's like the glasses have come off because those prescription glasses just do not serve your needs no more. And then you got your eyes checked, and it's like, oh no, you actually need these glasses. You put those glasses on, and you're like, oh, that's what it is. This is how it looks. Okay, all right. Seeing things from a fresh perspective through a new lens, having a new understanding. Okay, you can put this towards anywhere in life. Okay, just could be having a fresh perspective on something. It's just like literally, it could be business, it could be work, it could be love, it could be your relationship with yourself, it could be just your current reality, like whatever it is. It's like this, or a fresh perspective on the past, even like those rose tinted glasses coming off and seeing things for actually how they really were, and stop trying to paint it differently. We can't rewrite history. Okay, can't rewrite history. Yeah. Okay. All right. That is the messages for this week. Let me know in the comments if this reading resonated. If you want to learn a bit about my mystery school, Into the Fire Mystery School, you can head to intothe-firemysteryschool.com or check the links below. I have a intuitive tarot course out. Okay, it's my new course. I'm so excited. I did this back in 2022, but it was a live course. It was like a six or 8 week live course. And then I've gone from doing that to creating a self-paced course for like half the price of what the live one was. And it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I sat down, I created this for months. So I'm really, really just so happy to have this birth into the world. So it's been great, and it's been awesome that people have purchased it, which always feels really lovely because so you put something into something, and I always trust with everything that I create, everything I do. Is always with intention, and a huge intention behind that is this will serve who it is meant to serve. The people that are meant to do this course will find this course, that kind of stuff. But anyway, I have that in the mystery school. I also have the Taurus season workshop. We still are in Taurus season for quite some time, so I have that workshop happening, and that is $11.11. The link again, or below, or into thefiremysteryschool.com. And I have a membership for women too, which is just a really beautiful sacred space that is just a beautiful space for your human to rest, your soul to grow, to be around like-minded women. If you're into spirituality, spiritual practices, you like exclusive energy readings, things like that, women's circles, it's all there. It's all there. So anyway, beautiful souls, I send you so much love, and enjoy this week ahead. Enjoy the new moon. Feel free to let me know in the comments how this resonated with you, and I will speak to you really soon.